Also in the papers, there's a story about a Tory MP waking up naked in a brothel, unable to find his clothes.
Yeah, an unfortunate story there, I think, given what the message that the Home Office is trying to get across. But yeah, that was a bizarre story. I'm sure, as you can imagine, the Westminster rumour mill is going full throttle to try and establish who this MP may or may not be. But yeah, it was interesting the language that Suella Braverman was using today in terms of she was railing against political correctness. She didn't use the word woke, but it was in that ballpark.
Yeah.
I think it's obvious that she's quite keen to stoke culture wars, blaming Labour councils as well, accusing them of turning a blind eye to the problem in their areas for political correctness reasons, she says. So yeah, again, this is another sort of arm of the culture war, which Suella Braverman in particular seems to be very keen to wage.
And final question to you, Kevin. And speaking of culture wars, Keir Starmer's done a big interview looking like sort of rolling back on some of the trans rights promises and making comments about, what is a woman. What do you read into from that?
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting, isn't it, that I think he's trying to learn the lessons of Nicola Sturgeon in Scotland and the mess that she got herself into over the gender reforms that the Scottish Parliament passed. Obviously, it proved to be incredibly controversial, and I think ultimately added to the pressure on her, which ultimately led to her leaving as First Minister. So yeah, he's very keen not to repeat those mistakes. He's toughened up his language. He was asked that question again, can a woman have a penis? And he said, well, 99.9% of women obviously don't, but the law has to protect people who don't identify with the gender that they were assigned at birth. So again, it's a slight toughening up of the language from Keir Starmer, because again, he can see, I think, that this is potentially quite a difficult one for him.
Yes.
Conservatives have a pretty clear message on this issue, and Labour, I think, are worried that it might harm their chances come the next election.
Definitely. I mean, it does feel like this is, something they're trying to neutralise before the Conservatives can really come after them. And we've heard that one of the deputy chairmen of the Conservative Party, Lee Anderson, is very keen to whip this up as an issue. They're perhaps trying to sort of see that off well ahead of any general election.